Calculus in veterinary medicine. Vets examine animals to diagnose their health problems, treat and dress wounds, perform surgery, vaccinate, and prescribe medication for animals. They are relevant in the world today because so many people have pets that they care about and they want them to be happy and healthy. So when their pet is hurt or sick, they can take them to the vet to make them feel better. In what ways might calculus be applied to veterinary medicine? In the world today, calculus might be applied to veterinary medicine by blood transfers, blood loss, dosages, fluid therapy, and much, much more. An example of calculus in veterinary medicine. A 40-kilogram dog has 3,200 milliliters of blood in its body, but due to a large cut on its leg, it loses blood at a rate of 1,500 sin pi t milliliters per hour. If critical condition is when the dog is at 2,800 milliliters or below, how long do you have until the dog is at critical condition? In order to solve, first you must set 1,500 sin pi t milliliters per hour as your function and 3,200 as your initial condition. If we want to find when it equals 2,800 or below, we must use the formula f of x equals f of 0 plus the integral from 0 to x of f of t dt. So when we plug in our function and our initial condition, our function is f of x equals 3,200 plus the integral of 0 to x of 1,500 sin pi t dt. Next, you need to evaluate the integral, which gives you negative 1,500 cosine pi x over pi, and your function is now f of x equals 3,200 minus 1,500 cosine pi x over pi. Then set 3,200 minus 1,500 cosine pi x over pi equal to 2,800 and solve. Subtract 3,200 from 2,800 and divide by negative 1 to get 1,500 cosine pi x over pi equals 400. Divide by 1,500 and multiply by pi to get cosine pi of x equals 400 pi divided by 1,500. And then take the arc cosine of each side and divide by pi, which gives you 0.183 hours. So in conclusion, after 0.183 hours, or about 11 minutes, the dog will reach critical condition. Did my research affect my perception of veterinary medicine? While researching, I didn't find out anything I didn't already know about veterinary medicine, but I did find out that calculus can be applied in many different ways. After the research I conducted, I can still say that I want to be a veterinarian and help all the animals I can. I have wanted to be a vet since I was a little girl, and this did not change my perception of veterinary medicine at all. My research. The research I conducted was mostly figuring out the other ways calculus could be used in veterinary medicine. Due to playing lots of games on veterinary medicine, I had already known a lot about the procedures and what it takes to become a veterinary technician. Because I had already known about using it to calculate blood loss and blood transfusion problems, I had to search up different ways that calculus could be used in veterinary medicine. I also had to research the different parts of the problem because I did not know how much blood was in a 40-kilogram dog or how much blood could be lost safely. I know that my research is reliable because I found all of my information on academic websites where veterinary students go to learn about their profession. In conclusion, there are a lot of different ways calculus can be used in veterinary medicine, which is why it is so important to take an AP calculus if you ever decide on becoming a veterinarian. I believe that taking this calculus class has been very beneficial to me and will help me on my road to becoming a veterinarian.